Hey guys, what's up? Today we got a review of Transformers Generations Voyager class triple changer Blitzwing. Dang, that's a mouthful. And as you can see, it's a tank, and this color scheme would be kind of a tan here, darker tan here, and purple with hints of silver and red, and also black for the treads, as you can see. His accessories, putting them off to the side temporarily, are the sword, this kind of a lighter purple on lighter purple for the blade, and then like a darker purple for the handle, or for the guard I should say, and the handle I guess. And then this same purple for the missile, and then this little pistol. And you can store all of these in this tank mode. As you can see, you just take the sword right here and peg it in. Believe me, it works. There we go. And then you can just take the pistol on top, and then the missile actually falls into here, and it's spring loaded, and then all you have to do is just pull the turret and fire. And it fires a good maybe half a foot. Not too bad for a figure. Alright. Here he is with his triple changer. Another triple changer Hasbro's released. Sandstorm. Which I plan on doing a review of him next, so be on the look for that. As you can see, for Blitzwing being a tank and Sandstorm being a Doom Buggy, the Doom Buggy is drastically bigger, which is kind of funny. Alright, so setting Sandstorm off to the side, let's get him into plane mode. So, what you want to do to get from tank mode to plane mode is you want to take these treads and pull them off to the side. There you go. Now pull the treads up while at the same time pushing this wing piece up and out. Do the same on the other side. Next, you want to take these treads and move them up, and they bend, and they fold down and flush against this, what were the side of the tank, but now is the side of the plane. And then you want to take this side piece and fold it so that then the wing is out, facing out. And next you want to take the nose cone of the plane, or the jet I should say. Actually, before you do that, you want to pull these flaps in so then they sit along the center there, and pull the nose cone out. Push these in. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, something on my screen that was bugging me. Alright, so then there's a T-shaped tab right here that pegs into a peg hole right here. And all you have to do is just push that. Make sure all these are pushed in all the way, so it makes it easier to fold this in and then just kind of pop it up. Sometimes you have to apply a little bit of force. Not too much. There we go. And then the same on the other side. There we go. Alright. There we go. And then there's a peg right here that pegs into the bottom of the top of this peg right here, or the peg hole right here, and then just pegs in there. Why are you giving me problems now? You weren't giving me problems before I started the review, now you're giving me problems. on, you stupid thing. That's one of the problems, is that, not always, but a good chunk of the time, it'll be hard to kind of put these pegs into their places, because there are a lot of pegs on this figure. And it just takes some doing to get them into place. But once you do, it's normally pretty solid. Normally. So next you want to take this tank turret and push it down. I like to rotate these and fold these down, so then they have some extra added tail fins back here. Alright, now let's see if we can't push these in. Alright, seriously, why are you giving me problems, buddy? Why? Alright, you're pegged in there. So why are you giving me... There we go. Finally. No. Alright, there we go. I swear if you pop out on me, I'm not going to be happy. Here I am making false threats to a toy. That's how crazy I am, guys. Alright, then you want to take these and just rotate them down. Do the same on the other side. And there you have Blitzwing in his jet mode, finally. And everything came out. You know what? One more time, and if it comes out again, I'm just going to ignore it. Alright. So, again, his weapons can store in a similar place as on the tank mode. There. And there's this extra added little weapons mode, if you want to call it that. Where you take the turret, place it on the bottom of the jet, and kind of give him like a flying tank turret on the bottom. Which is kind of funny, but, you know, it's there. Alright, so setting this there, here he is with Generations Jetfire. Or not Jetfire, I think it's Jetfire. Here he is with him. And then a more modern Generations, if you're watching this right now. But if you're watching this in the future, I guess it would be past. This is Combiner War Silverbolt. Alright. So, yeah, let's get him into robot mode. Alright, so to do that, you just want to start taking all these and pushing them off to the side. And then you want to take the turret up here, pull it up and out of the way. And then take the nose cone, move it up so it pegs into place. Both right here and right here in this peg hole right here in the back. And then this snaps into place right here. Alright, let's move you back up. There we go. And then you want to take the legs and rotate them down. Make sure they're pegged in all, or pushed in all the way right here. You can see they push out and push back in. Alright. Then you want to kind of very slightly pull this halfway out, giving it enough room to push this this wing in just ever so slightly. Then you take the feet and fold them out. And then this tail fin here adds acts as like an extra added side support on the figure, which is nice. Alright, now, previously on this figure, this is one of the serious reasons why I hated this figure, but now I resolved it and I don't mind it, obviously. So, what you want to do is you want to take the, I'll show you in a second here, take the arms and rotate them up, or fold them up, and then to the side, or to down, I should say. And then move them here, fold this down, and then you want to make sure that this is sitting on the top, and then the side flap here goes down And then there's a tab right there. Let's focus in there. You can see there's a tab right there that this folds down under this flap and then latches onto that tab. Now before, this was too... Watch, I'll show you. Pretty good. Alright, so before, as you can see right here, I did some sanding. Before, these parts were too spread, too far apart. So then I did some research and came across this video that I think it was MGO that showed me. He gave me a link to another video that told me to disassemble this. So there's 4 screws, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. Sorry, 5 screws, and then one on the back piece right here. And then you unpeg them, and it'll separate into 4 parts. One being the nose cone itself, the legs, and then the legs separate into 2 pieces, I should say, and then the arms itself. Sorry, I was including the legs. I shouldn't have. But these 2 pieces right here on the side separate. So this comes apart into one separate piece: the nose cone, the legs themselves, and then this entire section here, including the arms, and then the turret right here. So they all separate, and then you want to grind down this piece right here, and then these sides right here, and on the either side, and then you want to grind them down so that then this spacing used to be probably about a 1/4 of a centimeter wider than it was. And then so I just sanded it down until this side piece, or this little latch piece, came flush and set, securely onto that latch. So now, this can rotate all the way around, and I can just shake it all day long and it will not come out. So that resolved my biggest issue about this figure, at least in robot mode. So yeah, if that helped out, then I'll try to remember to post a link to the video I found this on. So, or if not, then just go look up MGO's. If I forget, then go look up MGO's review of Blitzwing, and then he'll give you a link in his description. Alright, and there you have Blitzwing in his robot mode. Let's focus in there. There we go. Alright, and he can carry his gun and his sword. And then you can just put this missile up here. I prefer to keep the turret facing up, but it can go down. I just like keeping it up. See, it stays there pretty securely. I prefer to keep it up because it's more G1 accurate. But if you don't like it hanging off in the back, then you just fold it down. So there is a gimmick, as you might have just seen a sneak peek of that. And that his head is an homage to the animated series. I never really watched that, but I do remember seeing an episode where Blitzwing, his head switched into 3 different faces. This is the this is the G1 face, but it's supposed to reminisce like the old Arnold Schwarzenegger face. This is the creepy, scary goblin face, and this is the scientist face. So it does give it, problems, because this is supposed to, as you see, there's like a peg hole right there. It's supposed to latch on to the a peg down there, but it doesn't, because the head is something wrong. There's an issue with the head where it doesn't want to stay down there, so it pops back up. So it goes down, and then you can put the nose cone over it, but it will just pop back up if there's nothing keeping it down. So it's not the biggest issue in the world, but it's something that should have been fixed. Alright, setting off to the side, here he is with I think he was a wave or 2 after Blitzwing, but here he is with Skybite. And I've already done a review of him, so if you want to go check that out, it'd be great for you and me, hopefully. So there he is. You can see at the turret, he is just the way I have his wings posed for Skybite. Blitzwing is a little bit taller, but at the tip of his fin, or head fin to Blitzwing's helmet, Skybite is taller. But if you're just going helmet to helmet without the fin, then Blitzwing is taller. So it's kind of a off and on. Alright, here he is with Generations Megatron. For those of you guys wondering, I don't think I'm going to be picking up the leader class with Megatron just because I don't care for that mold, but I do like this mold a lot. Orange tips and all. Setting him up to the side. Megatron wanting us more screen time there. Here he is with Voyager class Classics Optimus Prime. As you can see, he is much shorter than Blitzwing. So overall, he's an okay figure. He has his flaws, obviously, as you saw. Pegs are kind of fickle as far as whether or not they want to peg in or not, and so yeah. Overall, he's a good figure in all modes, considering he is a triples changer, and it's very hard to do that. So I like him, and he's nice. So if you're a Blitzwing fan, then I think you should pick this up. If you're not, then if you want to deal with all the pain and having to do that modification to the shoulder, which is really, really worth it if you do, then go ahead and pick them up. If you don't, then I guess it's up to you then. So thanks for watching, guys.